Alright, good evening to blowing something up again, but also this time with moving, apparently, via the gorge. Its logistics convoy moved through a mountain pass in Andalusia, bound for the strait. Let us see. Whenever this thing moves. I feel like this thing was not designed for actually moving. Because it just fucking crashes. Also, I have a feeling our shit is broken. Impact confirmed. Aft port, underside armor hull, pressure lines ruptured. Rerouting exterior lines now. Engines require manual restart. Additional systems may be affected. Nothing more we can fix from here. Well, turn on the power. Moving to support weapons free. Okay, they have destroyed our enemies for... This is new. Okay. Engine startup. Set both dials to start. Pull starter chain. Set both dials to run. With a fucking wrench. Really? But yeah. Oh, column stuck near K4. Escort engaged and neutralized the initial wave of attackers. This was not isolated activity. A forward enemy element holds the gorge, bearing east of your position. Locate and destroy this element. Column will not proceed through the pass until it is cleared. No further intelligence has been complied. Reconnaissances at your discretion. Be prepared. Review status of your affected system. You are not expected to restore it. You are expected to complete the mission without it. Right, so we do not have calculation for today. Where are we? We are at K4. Near K4. 8-0. And they are east of my position. East of my position, right. Why is there not... Oh. Apparently fell down. Right, let's see. Get us... That's all the shells, powder charges, plane, shell, emergency move, position report, shell, move direction, shell. Right, let us start with a star shell. Just so we can actually... What do we have here? Tactical... Right, okay. Let us actually go ahead. I want to see this, what this positional report does. What do we have there? Odometer shows me a 10.64 kilometer from INS. Convoy current location A151. No exact fix on position. Visual contact only. Shows me 10.64 kilometers from Iron Nest. Oh, okay. So they basically give you their position and the distance to you. So you can triangulate your own position. Good to know. Right, let's send a star shell in. Fuck. Now, they are east of my position, so I'm just gonna send it like 4 kilometers this way. I can't calculate, so I'm probably just guessing here. Get fire control over. Bearing at 90. One charge should be enough. And then I'll just... I think I'll just go ahead and send it. Now, unfortunately, they have not given me a way of calculating, and I'm sorry to say that I do not just straight know. Let's do 30. I unfortunately don't just know how to calculate ballistic trajectories. So I'm mostly just guessing here. We have a save. Interesting. Yeah, just... I do not know how far this will fly. Okay, so here we have mostly ally units. And they say 2.39 kilometers from them. Wait, let me... I assume... Column guard, which clear hostiles down. So approximately, what, 2.39 kilometers from these guys? In that direction. But there's nothing there, so it's most likely this direction. .39 kilometers. Yeah, so we basically go to approximately there, which is 4.24 kilometers. Now, with 30 degrees, we managed to get approximately, what is this, 2.4 kilometers, so we'll just go up to like not 60, let's say 50 degrees. Another star shell. Then also get the HE shell ready, I guess. Okay. Put that in. I'm also running out of charges again, which ain't great. So, this is confirmed. We have a bearing of 67. And then this one will set to like 50. And then we'll see. We're gonna waste a lot of shells on this one. We also don't have any counter battery yet. Hey, yeah, nothing. 60 is the highest. Do I even go for 50? Let's go for like 48, 47.5. Now there is a new type of shell which I got, this drill shell, which blind loaded practice shell, concrete fill insert, minimal effective radius. So this, I guess, is to iron in exactly how far I want to shoot. Okay, nothing here, but we do have enemies down there. 67.8. So we made it. 3.89. Let us see if we can hit those. Right, get me. And I'm just gonna have the... I'm gonna have the right magazine as basically targeting. So let me get 2 of those, and then we'll have one of these. The left magazine. Okay. Drill shell in. We have a distance of 4.78 kilometers, so 1 shell should be fine. I feel like I might actually just want to go a lot higher than before. We will load the HE shell in the left one while we iron in. And I actually would like to not shoot there, but in between those two. No enemies up here, huh? Right, so we have, what is this, 98.1, 4.88 kilometers. We got 3.89 with the... one of those points. Put that to, let's say 55, and then we move you to 91.8. I do like that we can actually go to like 99 on the dial. So we'll use a drill shell, which is cheap, to iron in to how close exactly we need to go, and I will link them for that. And we'll go with 55 for now. The right one. Ah shit, I forgot the bearing. 91 degrees. 91.8 actually. I love the little dials they have. Oh, very close. Alright, bearing confirmed, everything confirmed, fire the gun. So that one goes. Like 5 kilometers is I think the maximum you can get with 1 powder charge. So I'm gonna need a little bit more. Put that in. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna buy some more powder charges while I'm here. I am really happy that we do not currently have counter batteries. I would be dead. We'll go up a little bit to not quite 60, probably. Like, I don't think we need a whole lot more, so maybe .97 kilometers actually from that location. Yeah, so that actually did give us a targeting here, but we already saw it with that one. So, get rid of that, get rid of that. We had 55. Turned it up to 75. Like, our shell is big enough that, well, the HE shell is big enough that I don't think I need to be absolutely precise, but I'd like to be. Also, HE shell does not in any way, shape or form hit the guy back there, right? No. Okay, so if we shoot there, we shoot it both, but I'm just gonna add a degree. 58. That should get them. And we can probably just send an CHE over there. There's nothing on the ground here right now. Good. Enemy infantry destroyed. Confirmed. Good, good. So, at 6.33 we will need to use 2 charges. So I'm just gonna buy me some more. Then get me again 2 drill shells for now. In the left magazine this time. And an HE shell in the right magazine. I want the drill shells actually in the right magazine, because if you link this thing, it does. Yeah, we're gonna use 2 powder charges. We will have to use 2 powder charges. I bought an HE shell, right? I wanted an HCHE. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to be more precise then. HE. I think I can hit all 3 of them. Here. Bearing 90.3, distance 6.51 kilometers. We will not need to go that high. Length. I feel like because we're basically at the lower end of what the powder charge can get us, we will send a drill round for 30 degrees. Let's see where that goes. Unfortunately, there's no unload button. Would be a bit difficult to do, not gonna lie. Okay, that only flew about 4.8. So if we need to go, let's do 45. Right, load you. I should probably start that process before I go back to the table. That in. 45. Fine adjustments follow later. What? What? It does actually not tell me how to calculate that shit myself, right? No, it does not tell me how to calculate that shit myself. Right, next drill round. Let's see how far we go. I'm gonna need more of those. Drill shell. I'm gonna take one in the left magazine and hope we can figure it out with that. That was actually too far, huh? Oh, but that could also be a good target. If we take that impact, we should be able to hit all of that. Okay, send the shell there. Then next drill shell in. And we're gonna go down to... like 45 was way too much. We went from here, that's 1.5. This is 0.8, so... good. 0.8, so let us do 40. Approximately. Enemy armor destroyed, prey target, enemy armor destroyed, enemy anti-armor destroyed. Perfect. Okay. It is in. So yeah, 30 was 1.5 kilometers short, 45 was 0.8 kilometers too long. So let us do 40. But this time I can actually get me an HCHE shell. And I'm gonna get it in the left. Put some drill shells in the right magazine. We will need more. We will need more targeting practice here. Then the HCHE in the left slot. Uh, 40.4, that's close enough. Put the drill shell in. Put the HCHE in as soon as we can. So next target would probably be over here. This was 45. And from here we have another 0.8, so let's try like 6 degrees more. We only hit one of them. So we're gonna have to try that one again with the big shell. I wish I could repair my shit. But the big shell should also kind of get the guy on the top left. I think, like if we say that crated in about there. HCHE, yeah, that should definitely hit this guy. This supply depot, I will probably just have to ignore. Also, I don't really need to do any recalculations for the shot because we already can just go there. Okay, drill shell with 2 charges. Get me another HCHE on the left magazine. Put that in. Let us see it. That's a big crater. Okay, so next is to The HCHE will flatten everything in that general area. 8.3 kilometers. Again, that is approximately like 0.8 kilometers longer from this one. So I'm gonna go with 50. Put the HCHE in. Send the drill shell. Guessing isn't how I thought this would work out, but they probably can't expect every soldier that ever works in here to... Oh, that's bad. It was actually perfect hit there. Unfortunately, my PC is currently spazzing out. Give me a second. Well, that's not a good sign. But I guess I probably have to upgrade soon anyway. Where was I? Right, it was a pretty good hit. At, what was it, 50 degrees? Put the drill shell in. Okay. Let me just confirm we were at 50. Good. Send the big one. Good. Infantry destroyed, infantry destroyed. Enemy armor 3 destroyed, and then it's been a complete mission without it. So we need... Will not proceed to the pass until it is cleared. Enemy commander destroyed. Now, there is one more target here, which is like 0.7, so we do, what, 36 degrees? Let's try 36 degrees. At the same bearing, basically. Yeah, let's do 35.61, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send the drill shell, let's see how it hits. Holy shit. Perfect hit there. New contact 3 holding forwarders. Path is clear, column is moving, well done. Forward element neutralized. Escort reports the route open and the column proceeding. Primary objective complete. You may stand down. Optional. Second enemy element at the rear of the column. Absolutely not. That is way too much money I'd be wasting there. I did not expect that to just straight up hit. Nest stands unbroken, an ambush imported from abroad. And equipment recovered from the impressed site has been identified as foreign in origin, sophisticated beyond anything the anti-militarists could produce, transport, understand, and assist it. Army intelligence notices this in itself the clearest evidence yet that the rebellion has no idea of its own left, only the ones it can borrow. The sustained ambush involving good witnesses described as everything the enemy had. The INS sustained no damage of any kind, no deaths, no scorching, no chip paint, and no cause whatsoever for concern. Army engineers report the fortress is, if anything, structurally improved by the experience. Germany has initiated a formal condemnation of French interference. A courtesy Castile's own engineers found somewhat unnecessary given the outcome, but it's further praised the Crown's restraint and professionalism throughout the incident. Restraint the Crown's assistant did not, in fact, need to exercise. Services and rubble sorting. What do we have here? Sustained consecutive kills across 5 successive fire missions, eliminate all enemy units in the operational sector. Achieved a high kills per shot rating across a minimum of 10 enemy kills. Rock of Gibraltar. A cruiser lies at anchor in Gibraltar Harbour. Her crew asleep and the night otherwise quiet. High Command is ordered to destruction on time. Blowing up a ship. Again, this is basically just a ship cannon on legs. What do we have? You work again, that's very good. Enemy heavy cruiser lies moored in Gibraltar Harbour. Batteries providing anti-aircraft cover full port. Do not fire until after T11.8. Then only designated survivors be on shore leave. The cover stories are already written. Ordnance, armor piercing required. Be prepared. No reconnaissance imagery, including shell impact photography, will be available while her batteries stand. Forward observers at your disposal to requisition if additional intel on cruiser location is needed. Right, so we have 2 observation assets. Iron Nest on C148. It actually stated somewhere specifically that Iron Nest is always in the middle of its space. Exactly, but not everything. F416. So it's probably somewhere around there. What do we have? Reference point the Mole. Reference point Dockmaster's house. HMS Rockingham. Okay, so we will need to start with the bearings. 101 from spotter 1. Let's just go over to here. And then what is this? 45 from spotter 2. 54 from spotter 2. Okay, so we have reference point Alpha over here, which is the Mole. Then reference point Dockmaster's house, which is what is this? This is 5.42 from the Mole. Yep, 88 degrees from spotter 1. So that's there. I'm gonna use the D because that starts with a... Give me a second again. little bit noises outside. About here, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Then, the HMS Rockingham is distance 10.43 kilometers from the dockmaster's house. 10.43 kilometers and a bearing of 0.09 from spot 2. By just 9 degrees? That should not be... Do I have the correct spotter set? F416 B927 B927, that's fine. And you're at 416, yeah, that's fine. 0.09 from spot 2. That doesn't look like it's correct. We got the photo observer gives intel to nearest enemy. Right. Position report. Let's get me a position report from F4. Nah, that doesn't make sense. 1.43 kilometers from Dockmaster's house. Do I have the house wrong? That is possible. That is actually the most likely. Considering. Right. Let us do that again. Right, get you out, get you out. So we have spotter 2, spotter 1. Reference point the mole. 101 degree from spotter 1, 54 degrees from spotter 2. 54 degrees. And bearing 101 from spotter 1. Did I use 50? Did I use 45? No, that seems correct still. Then 5.42 kilometers from the mole. At 088 from spotter 1. Oh wait, I'm an idiot, that's why. Dockmaster's house would be over there then, huh? That does make a lot more sense. Like, I don't assume it's in the water, but you never know. Now, this does actually make a lot more sense. What is it? 10.43 kilometers. And then a distance of bearing of 0.009 degrees. So exactly 0 degree at 9 degrees. First target is therefore over here, approximately. Right, so now, that is, what is this, F539. Can we get a forward observer on F5? .28 kilometers from F556. F556, 0.28 kilometers, and it was at 0809. 10.43. Right, so I assume the house is actually just a little bit lower. And we had a little bit of a difficulty calculating that. Then, right, clear all of that. Do not before T1108. We have already reached that. Distance 4.93. Bearing 36.1. Target is... I don't know what a ship is. Let's say special target. One charge. Calculate. Okay, get me an AP shell. Put that in. Start moving to 36.1. Apparently we always start at like 35 degrees. Charge. Oh, we have a new Latve. Ah, nice. She was a Kaiserliche Marine Dreadnought transferred to us under the Modernisierungsprogramm der Kaiserlichen Marine, named after the King, Alphonsus VIII. Sailors will tell you that is bad luck. I chose not to rename the turrets. I saw no reason to press our fortune further. Anton sat directly in my hotline from the bridge. Every engagement, every morning he stood at the helm, wondering if today was the day. Anton was there, and I'm not a sentimental man. But many years is a long time to share a horizon with something. When the order came, I had known for some time that it would. I understood what it meant before I had finished reading it. You do not recall a ship to port to let arrest. I submitted the paperwork myself. I thought it would be easy to weigh, but it was not. I was told the turrets were going to a new program. I did not ask which one, and even if I had, they would not have told me. I know now. I do not know you, Ernest. I do not know your crew, your history, or what you have seen since Anton's guns were lowered onto your chassis and pointed to the new horizon. But I know that what was given to make you possible, and I know what it cost. If all well today, you would have been satisfied. I knew it's just ship guns. Ship guns on legs. It is after 11:08, yeah. Maybe should have done that before I write the letter. Actually, just do like this. $59.16. Alright, AP is loaded. Let's send that and see how we hit. I do not like the sound my PC makes currently. Wonderful. HMS Rockingham successfully destroyed 45 minutes after French battleship Leon Gebet's crossing. Matters proceed as arranged. The HMS Rockingham destroyed, anti-aircraft cover over the harbor is lifted. Primary objective complete, you may stand down. Right. As I do not like the sounds my PC is making, I'm gonna shut it down for now. I think I have to order pressurized air. But it means I can't continue for now, so very short stream. French warship attacked sleeping British cruiser. In the dead of night, but a French battleship Leon Gambetta. Her crew give no warning, and by most accounts, no chance of wake. Holy shit! Do we get to bombard France? I hope it. I hope we get to shoot. I hope we get to shoot at France. Anyway, that is not for now. For now, I'm gonna restart my PC. Yeah, I hope you have a nice evening, hope you have a good night later on, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Goodbye.